Hi, my name is Dot, and I am the Dot Effect. I'm here today to tell you a little bit about my program called the Business Workout. It's a program that I've been using for a number of years with clients, helping them to refocus and rebuild their businesses. Let me tell you a little bit first about myself. I have been an entrepreneur for many years in different countries, on different continents, and in different cultures. And I've worked not only as an entrepreneur, but I have also worked in big corporate companies and small family companies. This has given me a lot of experience and a lot of insight into the things that are successful and the things that you should never do. And I've been qualified as a coach more than about 14 years ago, and I have since that time been working mainly with people, helping them to build their businesses and to increase their business success. And I love doing that. That's really what I'm passionate about. What I'm going to talk to you today is about my process that helps entrepreneurs get ahead, get more focused, get better results, and all around improve their business revenue and their personal feelings and success about their business. There's nothing like when your business is succeeding, how you feel about that as well. So I'm going to give you a brief outline on the business workout in a bit to help you get more successful, get better focused, and understand your business better. So what is the business workout? It's a very simple strategy. I find that for a lot of my clients, they are not detail people, or if they are detail people, they're detailed in a different part of their business that isn't necessarily about their business strategy. So I found that keeping the business strategy part of it really simple and easy to understand with a specific goal in mind has been the best thing that they've done. Now, I'm not saying that this replaces a business plan, because there is certainly a place for a business plan, but I think that a business plan also really misses out a whole lot of features that lead to greater success for businesses and for entrepreneurs. So when I'm talking about the business workout, we start off with you. Now, that might be a strange place to start. A lot of people have said, why would I start with myself? Surely we want to talk about the business. But for me, I've realized that if the entrepreneur, if the person running the business or managing the business isn't really getting something out of it themselves, and it's not meeting their own personal needs and goals, they will become very quickly disillusioned with the business and stop doing it, or start to fail, and from there on it's just an increasing spiral downwards. So I focus on you and how you feel, what you want, what you don't want, how passionate you are about your business, and your personal style. For me, personal style is a major facet of your business success. So from you, we look at your business. And your business is obviously, what you do, where you do it, how you do it, etc., all the business associated things, and some extra things that you don't usually find in a business plan. From there, we go to the customer. Now, I'm just constantly surprised at how many businesses really just haven't gotten to grips with who their customer is and what their customer wants. So I see a lot of entrepreneurs doing all sorts of things and yet not succeeding because they have no fundamental idea of who their business customer is. You can save yourself a lot of time, effort, and energy when you're focused on only your business clients and your potential clients, and drop all the things that really aren't working. So looking at your customer is a fundamental part of that. And then when you've done that, we look back on the whole process and how each one of those maybe needs to adjust, how they interact, and out of that becomes a plan, a process, a strategy that you can easily manage because you have total clarity on your business. And that's really where I want to get all entrepreneurs. I'm going to show you a little diagram that I have behind me, which may help to explain it a little bit better. So here I have you, and they're in dots, hey, and they're not very good dots because I'm really not a graphic artist, but so we talk about you, we talk about the business, and we talk about the customer. Now, as you see, these overlap. So where you overlap with the business, that's great. You can be in business, and I see a lot of this. People are in business, but without a customer, you really don't have a business. You have a hobby, okay? Then I see you and the customer, and people don't have a business because they're doing it for love and for joy. Well, then you're not in business. Then you, once again, have a hobby. Then I see business and customer. People think that the business can run without them, and the customers can just get on with it. Now, that might be true if you have staff and you have people looking after your process, and you've gotten to the stage where everything is running smoothly and you need to spend the minimum amount of time just keeping things going. But for the main, this is not something that I see in a lot of businesses and a lot of entrepreneurs. Most people do what they love, and they like to do that. So you really need to be an integral part of that business. This is not something that I see as sustainable. But in the middle here is what I call the sweet spot. Now, when everything is working well, and you've got you, the business, and the customer, and they're all in sync, and these can overlap more or less, but they're all overlap. But the bigger this sweet spot becomes, the more successful your business is. The more successful you are, the happier your customers are. End of story. So this is the business workout. Really simple, really easy, very often not done. So join me if you want to find out more, and I'll go through each one of these segments with you, and you can then enjoy greater business success. Thank you for joining me today. Sign up